Hello there, welcome back to Crusader Kings. Last time we had a, well, I was worried that we would get a uprising here. Didn't happen, and hopefully we can keep it from not happening. On the flip side, I got betrayed by my spy master and imprisoned, which is not beneficial. We also had a Catholic uprising. Now this is kind of interesting because this is a pretty big Catholic uprising, and I did not see that coming. So I think I'm just going to have to do this. I will put up the troops again. And of course it's kind of an awkward, again, a very awkward situation in terms of the fact that the Catholic uprising in itself might actually put a, well, proper dampener on things. So the guys here that I don't need will probably be these guys. And it's going to be expensive to keep these guys up, probably. So we'll just have to join them up as best we can and see what happens. And again, these Catholic uprisings is kind of one of the reasons why I want to make sure that I can actually sort out any potential issues just trying to convert the lands, etc. But again, Hellenic is kind of a very horrible religion to do that with, so yeah, not good. And funnily enough here, they actually decided to attack my army that's currently sieging somewhere else entirely. So this is bad, but I think we might actually be able to win the battle if we don't lose a flank here, and of course that is good. Now, on the flip side, this is going to make it a lot more expensive to actually Petronius and Dyfed evidence. This is nonsense. Yep, I'd rather have a plus 70 than a 10, because a 10 will more likely to actually attack you. So I actually got wounded in battle, which is not beneficial in any form or way, but the war is over, both of them. And I need to save up money, because as you can see, with the current scenario I'm already losing quite a bit of cash, and unless I can actually sort out the issue with the potential issue that is of course the religious rebels, etc., then I'm definitely going to get in trouble. I need to most likely have a army up at all times if things does not go my way here. I'll have to see what I want to do, but I should probably not choose battle formations based on opinion and place, but rather, well, better things. Have a daughter. My daughter died? Sickly. Well, guess that was to be expected. The wife that got pregnant got a daughter. Didn't really help, so didn't make anything work there. The vassal leaders have been raised too long. Oh! Oh my, the count here. And it actually succeeded. How the tables have turned. Vespian, the Shadow. So that's the guy that actually imprisoned me, and I can take a little bit of my money back. A little bit. Just a tiny bit, but it makes me feel a lot better. Let's just go with that. So again, I'll just sit back. I'll have my retinue hopefully grow. I'll have to see what I want to add. I don't think I need more cavalry, to be perfectly honest. I do think I might need I think I'll add some more shock troops to it. Again, it's not a lot of troops I could add it to retinues. Before it was just 500 flat every single time you added. So they're not as powerful as they used to be, but they're still going to be necessary for me to actually keep on going. And as you can see, just a very damaged retinue is extremely expensive to build up against, so I'm just going to have to sit back, wait, and see what happens here. I'm going to, of course, continue with my habit of trying to marry into potential titles, but I'll probably not show it off. So I'll sit back and see what happens in terms of, well, potential titles here. We'll see how it goes. Well, to be perfectly honest here, as you can see, the situation is more or less stabilized now, which is kind of how things are supposed to be. Sorry about that phone. Anyways, as I was saying, the situation is more or less stabilized, which is how it usually goes when you have a changed ruler. And as a result of that, there's not really any, well, big threats towards me right now. The funny thing here is the Chief of Kent is actually at 80% threat to me, and one of the reasons for that is probably his intrigue, for one, but it's also the fact that he hates my guts. I've taken some of the money back, executed his child apparently, I imprisoned his child, divorced a close relative, 5 from council, imprisoned, basically hates my guts a lot. So I think it's actually about time that we murder him. Of course, this could potentially backfire horribly, but that's kind of what makes this game fun. So I would actually, to some degree, imagine that a Cell's detached priest would potentially get rid of anyone who threatened him here. We're, after all, reformed pagans. Another daughter here from the marriage with Kunigunda, so that's fair enough. Fulfilled my ambition to have a daughter for the second time. But anyway, so we'll try and murder the annoying chief, if you will. But for the time being, I'll sit back here. I'll keep an eye on good old Gutfrid, the Liberator. I'm actually going to put him on speed dial in case he dies. And hopefully I can declare war very, very soon, or potentially plot against him after my former spy master has met his demise. Again, I'm planning to invade Asturias, but before that, well, reputation is ruined. It's already been figured out. But I want to have this one fully charged, if you will. And in terms of fleet, it's not a problem actually getting my troops there. It's more of a problem having the money to pay for the trip, more so than anything else. And also, of course, it's kind of awkward to send my troops there if there is risk of revolts at home. But again, there's no faction revolts that are in the scope right now, so I should be fine no matter what, actually, even if I send my army away. Success! It seems the wine did not agree with Chief Vespin of Kent. He died, not knowing the name of his killer. Wonderful. I think I'll celebrate with beer. Now, how do you feel about me? Attempted murder of parent. How about attempt murder of son too? I might actually have started a blood feud here, and that's not good for me. That I kind of feel like I should just murder the entire family. So again, a lot of people are getting pissy here because I'm also kind of tempted to actually start killing my family, but again, that's kind of risky for several reasons. But I'm also tempted, as I said, to actually invade Asturias. Now, in terms of allies, again, they do have only 3 counts: Count of Nassau, Count of Cornel. So there's some counts up here, I think. Yep, and Barcelona here has actually broken free, which is interesting. And there's actually a Fraticelli house. That's really interesting. That could actually make some. That could actually make it really interesting in the future too, especially if I get a border with them and start conquering the area. But as I said here, I think it's time that we send an army. Can I actually pillage? I'm not allowed to loot. That's too bad. If I was, then I would probably conquer a lot more already. But we'll leave it at that. I'll just wait a little while longer, and I'll decide if I want to actually attack Asturias. In the meantime, I'll continue my blood feud with the House of Kent, or the holders of Kent, to my well, pleasure. Scarred, so my guy got injured and died. So Chief Vespasian died as well, and well, I will celebrate with beer. So again, I'm doing quite a good job here. This guy's getting better, but he still hates me. But I think he's a better well, target than what we had, 434% to kill him. Now, I'm no idea who will actually get it in terms of Honoria. That should actually be perfectly fine. She's underage, which means that she can't join a faction. And with that in mind, I might as well just kill Marcian. Kill 3 people of a family because one's lied to me. That's how emperors do it. But as I said, I'm also very tempted to just go for declaring war, claim Asturias to Santilla, and with that, we're going to raise vassal fleet. I need a fleet capable of holding 34,000, so I think, let's see here, 10, 28, 34, there we go. And then we join you two just for safety's sake. Again, I taking up a fleet is usually a very expensive endeavor, so I'm not going to be holding too many of them up for too long. But yeah, I'll join them up and we'll send our 3,000 men to the area. And we are actually still going with the same plan, poison wine. You would expect them to learn after the first couple of times, but apparently that's not the case. Sending my troops to Asturias. We're going to see how this goes. Good but bad. They figured out it was me. And apparently, yeah, with that I can actually imprison Chief Leo here, the Lude, my spy master. Because apparently he was part of the plot or something along those lines, or... Oh, King Probus of Ireland. That's going to be awkward. That's going to be real awkward. Yeah, he wants control of the Duchy of Ulster, and I need Ulster to basically control of everything here. I might be in trouble, and I mean sincere, real trouble. I'll have to see what I want to do with that. Now, Burgess is actually attacking me here, which could of course be very, very bad, provided I don't get a morale boost. And I think we'll be able to win this. Yeah, we'll be able to not win this, so... I love it when they do that. I wanted to go to Navarra, but that's fine. Okay, apparently my army just ran off to completely obliterate them just a second after. That's always fun, always interesting. It seems like I did enough morale damage to actually injure them severely. So let's just send this fleet back and get rid of it. Because again, I won't have to pick up these guys as of right now at least. So that should be fine. And I'm also probably tempted to go ahead and build some more fleets, or personal fleets if you will, in my own, well, provinces. That could potentially be useful. Unfortunately I can't actually just siege it with... I'll have to use the entire retinue. So I'll keep an eye out if there's any troops, then I'll probably go ahead and destroy them. If not, then we will just slowly but surely siege the province that we do have a claim to. For now, however, I'll sit back again and wait, and we'll see how this plays out. So, not much have happened. I've lost my Chancellor and Spy Master, basically due to a couple of events out of my control, being that my Spy Master got caught and my Chancellor dying. And apparently my truce with the Liberator here is running out very, very soon. My truce is expiring in 13 days. And with that, I think we're actually just going to go full force here, and well, to be perfectly honest, just use the vassals. Basically, I think it'll be a lot easier that way, and Luthien is what we're going to take. It's going to basically make it looking a little bit better, the map. And again, as I said, I just want to use my armies for what they're basically worth here, joining them up and doing quick sieging. I think I'll get a big enough army. Sorry, a big enough army for that. And hopefully I won't get into well, an awkward situation because of it. We'll have to see. What do I want to do with you? I think I'll just marry him away to... Well, for now, we'll just leave him as he is. The limits are what I can actually do with these guys, so... I'll leave him as he is. He'll probably get land very soon. But I'll join up the forces. I'll do a quick siege on Lothian, and then destroy the army. And hopefully, my vassals won't kill me for it. We'll see how it plays out. Interestingly enough, we also get a Catholic revolt in, well, the exact same time, making it a lot easier to deal with that. In theory, at least, it should be very, very straightforward. We also have done with our war in, well, Spain. Conquered this. Apparently here, it went to... Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Our vassals will not object. Good, good, good. Very good. Either they... well, they don't really have a choice. Either give it to me or they die. That's basically the choice they have. But yeah, the fact that a Catholic arrives up here in Revolt is a little bit interesting, albeit not surprising. But yeah, I'm going to hand over the land here to a vassal of mine, because it's just going to be easier that way. And... Gratian, you have some nasty cuts there, But you're going to be the bastion, if you will, in our new world to some degree. I'll probably just keep my retinue army down here because it's kind of a pain in the ass to raise an army every time I want to do something. And Westmoreland. And again, it's kind of bad that the rebels rose up when they did, because let's just be honest here. They means that the Levi here is going to hurt a lot more than it would have. But hopefully I can do some quick sieging. If not, then things are going to be looking very, very grim. Yeah, very, very, very funny. Very funny. So apparently, as you can see, the result of me quickly beating one revolt was that another one popped up right away. So, yeah, kind of like it is going to be a real issue until I get it converted. So, I might have to actually just stay quiet for 100 years. Just so I won't have Catholic rebels rising up every few seconds, basically. We'll have to see what I want to do here. Of course, on the positive side, the revolts mean that I'll have more piety than I'll have prestige, even though I gain it at a rate of 3 times as fast. So I have to see how I want to deal with that. That is definitely a problem. That's the worst part. It's actually a problem. It's not positive, it's a problem. But let's just go ahead here, quick siege, and I actually need to quick siege just one more place to make this work. Steward, I have work for you. You're going to collect taxes for me. And again, this is not the... I don't really like using Levites for wars, because again, the vassals get kind of pissy. But we'll do a very quick siege here of just this province, and that should be enough to win this war. There we go. We have enforced our demands. Lothian is now ours. And it will be a little while before we can actually find another war. But again, here we're looking pretty good in terms of progress. Let's just be honest, looking really good. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so more provinces. Of course, we definitely want to take down. Definitely want to take Iceland and this area here, just to completely secure a place. But at least now we're in Spain, which is going to make things a little bit more interesting. And hopefully here I can actually make something work. I'm not tempted to fight France here, not at all. So we'll have to see what we want to do with them. But I'm hoping here that we might get into a situation where they'll basically start fighting each other. But we'll have to see. I might even have to go for a claim, if you will. So we'll see what happens. But for now,